calling for it all day, and I think he's a perfect fit for their West Coast offense. I think he's arguably a first-round talent, and I think he could be the weapon they're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, I think he complements Rybisky and Massaquoi very well. I think maybe they grab a tight end, a pass-catching tight end later in this draft, and it could be very effective.
I tell you what, just one more thing on the Browns.
Sure.
If they had gotten that scenario I talked about, either Quinn or Smith, plus either Austin or Paya, along with Greg Little, they'd be far and away my #1 draft.
Yeah. First fullback off the board. Oh, I'm guessing it's going to be Owen Marisic.
I mean, Anthony Sherman's top guy on my board, but I mean, I don't think there's any way Owen Marisic doesn't end up in San Francisco. It's just a matter of when Harbaugh brings him in.
I feel like we always say that, and then it never happens.
Well, I mean, Harbaugh's going to want to run the ball.
Yeah.
And he's going to need a blocker. He's going to be one of the few teams in the league that uses a lead blocker like that. So I'll be shocked if Owen Marisic doesn't end up as a 49er.
Maybe we can make that bet. I'll take that one.
You want to let the singing ride?
What's that?
We're going to let the singing ride get me out of the hole?
Oh, wait, where do I get that if you lose the second bet?
Well, what do you want? Do you want me to? Am I going to sing twice? Or,
apparently, I think you literally have to sing. You know, I'll give you a nice show tune to sing. Learn and sing. We'll do that. It'll get you even worse than Fridays. Bigger need for next Carolina pick: offensive guard or cornerback?
I'd say cornerback. And I actually have taken a cornerback at 97 in my final mock. So yeah, I'd say cornerback. They need some depth there.
Yeah, they need someone there, and there's some good values I think still on the board. So that's what I would do. The guard, I think they just need depth, and they can get that, I think, a little bit later in this draft. Let's see. You have to assume the Lions are dressing cornerback in free agency. I don't know. It might be difficult. Detroit's not exactly a place that free agents want to run to.
And they might like the guys they have better than we do. I mean, these are guys that this machine brought in both within the last year in Chris Houston and Alfonso Smith. So maybe they like them. Maybe they're higher on them than we are.
And it's a deep corner draft. You know, if they get a guy in round 4 or 5, it could be someone that could contribute. Maybe not start, but could still contribute for them. And I guess they're addressing that pass rush to really make a difference and keep upping that offense. I mean, I'll tell you, the offense looks pretty nasty right now.
And they don't have a 4th-round pick.
Right.
So
5th round, I guess. They still have their 5th, I think.
I haven't gotten that far to update.
I could be wrong, because I know that McCullough short trade was pretty huge. I feel like they traded down for...
No, Kansas City has their 5th.
Jeez. Yeah, so...
But they got other stuff in return to that trade, right?
Yeah. I mean,
so they might have something, but...
Moved up. I think they swapped a lot of picks. Let's see. Let's see if there's any Twitter questions. How about Alabama players? Will they perform? I mean, I like James Carpenter where he went. I think Julio Jones-Mark Ingram will perform where they went.
Marcel Darius, obviously.
Yeah, Darius, obviously a good pick.
My sleeper, Greg McElroy.
Where do you think he'll end up?
I think he's going to go 6th or 7th round.
Yeah.
He's another guy I'm rooting for, though. I think, and you know, when I say I like him, I don't have any delusions that this will be the next Tom Brady or anything, but I think he's going to be a good backup in the NFL for a long time.
Alrighty, well, thoughts of trade. Yeah, we already kind of talked about the running backs trading up. First special teamer to go off the board. I think Leon Berry's going to get drafted.
Well, I mean, that's kicker punter, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Alex Henry.
I would say either Henry or Forbath, you know, 1A, 1B situation there.
I think it depends on which team wants it. I think if you're looking West Coast, South, then maybe Forbath. If you're looking at Northeast, Midwest, then probably Alex Henry is the better choice.
I'm going to say it's going to be Henry.
Yeah. I'm thinking Henry, too.
I'm trying to think who needs a kicker.
Pittsburgh.
I was going to say Pittsburgh. That's what I was going to bring up. I was just punching up.
I don't think they're going to do it, but they do.
They used a 4th-round pick on Sepulveda.
They did.
So they're will, and they also did they use a 4th-round or an early-round pick on a return man, a return specialist?
They did. I think I've shuttered that from my mind, but it was like a 2nd. or something.
Yeah, why can't I remember that name?
I literally don't remember.
DraftHistory.com, here I come.
Who else? Lawrence Tynes has underwent 3 surgeries this offseason, so Giants might be looking for a kicker. I don't know if the Falcons may want to Panthers may want to upgrade, excuse me. Trying to think what other teams. I know there's some more out there.
Willie Reed.
Oh, God, yeah, that was pretty bad. That's
3rd round.
Oh, did nothing. Cowboys need a kicker. Sure. We'll see what happens. Any predictions on Robert Sands, where he ends up in West Virginia? Big size speed combo.
I think maybe 4th, probably more 5th. My thing is, tell me another safety in the NFL that's that big.
Yeah. I just don't think it's... I don't think he's going to work out. I think he's more of a special teams player. I don't even know. What do we think of Cobb for the Packers? Can Green be a 3rd down back? We kind of hit on this. I don't know that Cobb is... I think Cobb's a good player. I think for the Packers down the line can be their number 2 next to Jennings, but it's going to take him a bit. Don't like Green. Doesn't give you anything more than James Starks. Might as well use him.
Yeah, I really like the Cobb fit. I mean, and that's fine. Slot him in as number 3 for a year or 2. I think
he'll beat out Nelson initially?
I think he's going to give Nelson a run for his money.
With Nelson's Super Bowl
I like Cobb a lot.
Tough. It'll be. I like Cobb a lot too, but I think it'll be tough. Oh, top corner on the board.
For me, it's Brandon Burton.
Yeah, I got Devin House.
I've got 4 top ones, then there's a bit of a drop. So I got Brandon Burton, Utah, Devon House, Mexico State, Josh Thomas, Buffalo, Jaleel Brown, Colorado.
Yeah, I think all 4 star players. And I like Burton House even just a step above Jaleel Brown and Josh Thomas too. So I think if you need a corner, I won't be afraid to move up and get one this round. This might be the last time you get a shot at really getting an impact guy. Any Mr. Irrelevant predictions?
Well, on my top 254, the last guy on there is Keith Darbitt, offensive linebacker out of Baldwin Wallace. So I'll stick with that. And I believe the Houston Texans have the last pick, so 314.
Houston Texans do have the last pick.
So I'll ride with Keith Darbitt.
I'm going to go with Chaz Henry, punter out of Florida.
All right.
There you go. Look at that. I said that right before Bono's even said punter for Mr. Relevance. I don't know if he's drafted. I don't think we think he's draftable, but who knows. All right. Well, let's see. It's about 11. It's 11 Eastern. It looks like I think I have my time mixed up for the podcast tomorrow. Is there a specific time you want to do it, Scott? I think I had it way too early.
I mean, let's do it as late as we can.
Yeah. Maybe. Well, let's keep it consistent. We'll go same time we did today.
What time does the draft start?
It looks like it starts at noon Eastern, so you're looking at 11 a.m.
Is it that late? I thought it was earlier.
Yeah, let me check and be sure again.
Yeah, let's
But I
don't want to sleep till noon and wake up for the 6th round.
Right. Let's see, noon Eastern, people are saying in the chat. I'm going to make sure again. Info.com.
That needs multiple confirmations.
We cannot miss anything here.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was earlier too. I think the coverage. When I read the initial times, it was the coverage, which was earlier. So I'm gonna let you get confirmation. Yeah, with 3 people in the chat, 4 people in the chat saying the same thing. So maybe we can do it at the same time. I'll make that change, and you can make that confirmation that you're comfortable with.
NFL Network schedule. It's Friday. Let's get on Saturday. Oops. Alright, Saturday. We are, not that I don't believe, the coverage, then, rounds 4 through 7 starts at noon Eastern, so 11 my time.
So I'm thinking, so 9 your time for the podcast?
I think that's pretty good, don't you?
Yeah. I will make that change right now, sir, and I hope all of you that are in the stream will join us as we kind of review this round, and hopefully it won't be as long-winded as we were this morning, but we'll take callers again.
And you know, we were just hitting on main points, you know, but we're going to do in-depth reviews. I think for starting with. Are we going to start right away with next week's show?
Yeah, I think we should start right away. Just.
All right, we'll do 8 teams per week for a month, and we're going to try to get a prospect on for each show. So yeah, I mean, we'll cover all the teams and every pick for every team, much more in depth.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna kind of call it a night. I'm getting a little tired myself. I don't want to wear out my voice too much, but I hope people enjoyed it. I think definitely those of you on the stream, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. I thank Scott for being here the whole time. Hopefully you enjoyed it, bud. Yeah, we've had a good time and been able to analyze each of these picks. Tomorrow's going to be fast and furious. It's always a crazy day, so.
Yeah, well, we'll have to maybe let that bet ride. My singing voice might not be good in the morning.
Oh, I even backed up the time for you. Look at that. All right. Well, one of these podcasts are going to be singing some Friday.
You got to find a bet we can go double or nothing on.
Double or you have to sing twice.
Yeah.
Oh, Stacey, yeah, Scott's trying to back down. The chat room's calling you out, you know.
Oh, hey, you're the singer. You're the singer. You're the one that came up with that theme song for your old podcast, you know. The classic. The instant classic it was.
The instant classic that it was. I'm a big Rebecca Black fan. What can I say?
Jeff I'm going to probably hit it before too long, too, here, and get up early tomorrow and I'll be writing a sentence analysis of each of these second and third round picks, putting up on the site. So.
And the Carolina Panthers fan chat room already looking at the draft countdown clock for next year. So.
Oh, we're counting down. I updated that this morning. It's less than a year away till the 2012 NFL draft, so it's time to start getting ready. And I'll be doing that, too. On Monday, I'm going to put up my look at the top 10 seniors for next year. And I tell you what, I'm kind of taking a peek at it. I'm going to have to look more in depth at what I want to do, but I'm going to struggle to come up with 10 clear-cut guys. I mean, next year's senior class is not so good. I mean, Andrew Luck is going to be a junior, so he's not going to be eligible for this list. Justin Blackman, same thing. I mean, Janoris Jenkins, now he's probably going supplemental draft route, so he won't be on the list. He would have been in the top 3, if not number 1. Michael Floyd obviously has off-the-field issues. I mean, next year's senior class, and obviously it's so early, lots are going to change, guys are going to move up. But right now, at this point, this might be the worst senior class at this point that I can remember in quite some time. I'm not enthralled with the top-end talent in the senior class.
Yeah, it'll be another struggle. A lot of underclassmen got to make it better. But
it's just a good underclassmen class, though. There's a lot of intriguing guys there, but...
So maybe you can come up with your top guy, and you can pull the Josh Buchanan and reveal it.
Yeah, definitely. I'll take a little bit closer look. It's gonna be tough. Can I just say Andrew Luck?
He counts as a senior. He had a redshirt year.
Yeah, he's been in college for 4 years. That'll be 4 years for him. So yeah, well, I'll take a look at it, and I'll do that maybe at the end of tomorrow. Just like Mel does at the end of every draft, he gives up a little look at next year. So
on the next board, yeah, Scott.
Same. If it's good enough for Mel, it's good enough for me.
Sounds good. All right, Scott. Well, I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna kick this off. It's been 5 hours on the call with you, so I really enjoyed it, man.
All right, yeah, me too. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, I'll see you. All right, guys. Well, that is the show for tonight. We'll be back live tomorrow. If you're up, 10 a.m. Eastern at blogtalkradio.com/draft countdown. You can listen to us kind of go over day 2 and preview day 3. And day 3 is scheduled to end at 8 p.m. Eastern WMD. I'm not sure it'll take that long, but that's what it's scheduled for. And then tomorrow I'll be here at noon Eastern, probably like 11:30, 11:45. I'll start, and Scott will kick in at noon Eastern time, and we'll be ready to go. So I hope you guys will come back. I hope you tell your friends. Tell if you're on NFL websites or team sites, forums, things. Please let them know what we're doing and if you've really enjoyed it, because we're trying to give you guys the best coverage possible. If you have suggestions, let me know on Twitter, etc., etc. So we'll check it out. Thanks, everyone, and I'll put this up on YouTube fairly soon.